Hello and welcome to a very special edition of Panzer Corps. Since there are not many challenges left, I will try to do the Grand Campaign on Manstein difficulty. And yeah, this will be kind of a side project, so my main project will be the Let's Play together with Lieutenant Joker on Rommel difficulty, but once I have time, I will do a mission here and let's see how far we can get on Manstein difficulty. So let's immediately switch into the game and take a look. Yeah, Manstein always very interesting, and you're forced to execute your strategies very, very well and very thought out. So no mistakes allowed, basically. And yeah, I kind of missed really making the most out of maps like this one, and always playing blind and yeah, improvising and yeah, making my way through a map I've never seen before. Yeah, it's fun, but I really miss doing the best you can do on a map. However, I think my internet is not in the best condition at the moment. Let's see if I can fix that. Yeah, that's already looking better. So, anyways, without further ado, let's get into the game. And I won't do... Yeah, hi Lieutenant Joker. It's extremely laggy, but I've already restarted my internet, so it should work out now. And yeah, on Manstein, I'm always going to jump right into the game. No explanations, no intro whatsoever. You can watch it on Rommel difficulty. So let's take a look at the map first. So the basic strategy here will be to quickly take the rail station down here and then cross the river. It's the Oder River before the Polish units know what hit them. So around turn 6 they're going to reinforce their cities, and after that we don't stand any chance to get the decisive victory here. It's rather easy to get the normal victory, but the decisive victory is really difficult. But I think I now figured it out. So let's see what we can do here. As always, I will start in the north, and I have to be very careful because there are no mistakes allowed. One wrong positioning can already ruin the game. So maybe I should... let's not make a save game right away. But I will make save games. So first of all, we want to get rid of the enemy air force, and getting the first fighter out of the way is extremely helpful, because in Manstein the 15th ranks enemies are painful. And don't worry, we are on Manstein difficulty. The enemy units start on their regular strength level, I think, or maybe on the normal difficulty they are very understrength, and this is the Manstein equivalent of understrength, I guess. But you can see here this anti-aircraft cannon, for example, has max strength of 15. So first obstacle out of the way. Then we'll switch to the south. There's one cavalry unit somewhere around here. We use the tank furthest to the back, and this still is on 10th rank, so we will absolutely have to take this opportunity and take it out. We will use mass attack bonus because we can't afford to take too much damage here. Well, That's already not what I mean by don't taking a lot of damage. And very important to know on maps like that is there are different units. There are kind of garrison units. There are regular units, so there's no in-game difference, but they're set to hold positions. So you kind of can ignore them, and on Manstein difficulty we will ignore a lot of them. Really dangerous are the regular army units. Those that have a mission that can roam around and counterattack, and we will have to deal with them very quickly. So here in this Polish checkpoint there is a garrison unit, so we can move up, and don't worry. We have to move the infantry first, so we are in range to go into the hill next turn, because we want to push this anti-tank cannon towards the hill and finish it off with the infantry next turn. And the best thing we can do with the anti-tank cannon is move it along, go up, do no damage, that's fine. And this one we will rail transport to the north, because I need another unit to clear out Novi Tomislav, yeah, however, don't know how to pronounce them. We will have to take this one out quickly, because if they reinforce anti-tank cannon and anti-aircraft cannon together are bad news. Then for reinforcements we will take regular towed artillery, a lot of it. Let's not forget to put the truck on it. I messed that up a lot of times already, so we'll try to be extra concentrated, and I want artillery support in the north as well. And then I want to buy another fighter, because otherwise we can't get rid of the Polish Air Force, and those bombers at 15th ranks are absolutely painful. So that's it, first turn worked out kind of okay. At least we got rid of this fighter, that's the important part. So next we have to get rid of this anti-aircraft cannon, so we will move our artillery. Well, that's nice. And I won't take any risks. Hopefully I can get rid of it. There are several options. You can move your scout into this forest, push the anti-aircraft cannon in this forest and finish it off with the infantry, but then the anti-tank cannon will come out and possibly one-shot your scout. So I think the better option is to hope and pray. Perfect. Nope. Yeah. I will think about it. Let's move forward. And I don't think I want to take the airfield, because then the anti-tank cannon will move in, take it back. This will give the Polish prestige on the one hand, and I want the anti-tank cannon in the city because it's easier to destroy in the city, and it has entrenchment bonus in the city, and that is a bonus. I will talk about that later, but trying to beat the scenario, I learned a lot about Manstein difficulty, so you will see, you will see. I will explain that in a minute. So next up, we want to take out the fighter that is positioned above this airfield, and we definitely have to get rid of him. And I want to use as little fuel as possible, but I want to do a little bit of scouting. Nice. That should be it. Perfect. Now, two things that have to go right already worked out. And this is a garrison unit as well, so it's not going to fire it. I don't know what triggers it, but at a certain point of time, all the anti-aircraft cannons, I think once you reach Poznan or Poznan, you activate all of the garrison units somehow. I don't know how that exactly triggers. Next, we want to use Rudel to try and dig out this anti-tank cannon a little bit. It's a entrenchment level 5, now it's 4, and we have 3 artillery guns ready. We'll shoot at the weakest one first, trying to dig it out. And now we can kind of push it back. And hopefully destroy it. We'll send in one of the tanks to provide mass attack bonus. And since this is a garrison unit, I don't care if I destroy it, they won't reinforce, I think. So it's not ideal. Yeah, actually. I'm not sure. Let's see. I want to position my weaker gun on the hill because it's only a range of 2 and there's a garrison unit in there, so it won't come out and attack us. So this obviously is not blind. And yeah, I will position my anti-tank cannon to the front so it can do something, hopefully. And already form a ring of artillery, so I then can move forward and take the city in artillery cover. Very important is that we take the rail station next turn, so we can already start the shipping process for our units. So let's hope and pray. Perfect, that's done. And yeah, nothing left to do. The Polish have done nothing. Whew, so now we have to be extremely careful. What I absolutely have to avoid is pushing this anti-tank cannon out of the city. And now it is entrenchment level 3, because if I push it out of the city, it will go back here where I can't put units adjacent to it, and it will reinforce back to 15, and I will never be able to destroy it. So the only realistic option here is ah, damn it, that was the wrong order. Like I said, that's one of the mistakes you must not make, because if I attack now, there's a high probability that it will withdraw. And yeah, I think I will just reload my save game here, because otherwise we won't be able to finish that in time. We'll do everything exactly the same, and this time I will do it the way I planned it. So you have to attack with the infantry first. Now it is still at entrenchment level 2. Wow, big hit. And now it stays in the city. We'll bomb it. Move the scout adjacent to it. It will maybe take a hit, but it doesn't matter, because now it will be unable to reinforce. We have 3 units adjacent, it will stay at 5 health, and that's what we want. If we did it the other way around, so maybe the reload actually is helpful, because it can help to explain what I'm trying to do. If you push it out, it stays here at the health total of let's say 6 or 7, and yeah, you have achieved nothing basically, and we have to get rid of it next turn, because I want to fire and then move my artillery already in range of Poznan. So we have to be crazy quick here. So let's concentrate, no more mistakes. Let's see. We have to dig him out. So let's start. He's now at entrenchment level 4, and we can do the same trick again and push him out of the city. But first, I want to do some scouting with Rudel. There are reinforcements somewhere around here. They're not positioned at the same space all the time, so there's a random factor involved. Let's try to hit them. Maybe they're here. Yeah, perfect. Doesn't matter too much, but it's nice to start with a hit on the tankette. You don't have to hit it. It really doesn't matter. But they're positioned somewhere around here usually. Then we want to suppress the Polish infantry. Good hit. It's pretty much completely suppressed. So my Gebirgsjäger will be able to do the most damage. Wow, that was a lucky shot. And now it's all about positioning. My artillery can go forward, and I want to build a stable front line here so that we can hold off the counterattack. And I definitely want to get my Panzer II in there, because he is the one I will rail transport up to Risenia and immediately take this town. So next up, we need to form a defensive line. The stronger tank will go here. This piece of artillery doesn't really matter, but I think I will pull it forward a little bit and get the infantry in range to do something. So next up, I want to try to catch the attacking bomber somehow, so I will try to defend my units here. And the other option where they could attack is around here. So let's try to defend everything. Yeah, that's it. I'm happy how this worked out for now. Let's end the turn. And here they come, right into my artillery trap. Wow, see the scout, not the greatest roll, but we survived, and that's the important part. So let's fire a shot, get rid of the final anti-tank cannon. And we don't have to block Poznan at the moment, because they will start to reinforce at turn 6, I think. Oops, no, it's not the way I want to do it. I should have used the scout to take the city first, but never mind. I have to stay focused. At the moment I'm making too many small mistakes. So let's see. Get mass attack bonus to hopefully get rid of this bomber. Poor shot. And I want to get rid of it right away and refuel all my planes at the same time. Yeah, and our rolls are kind of miserable. But I think we can block him from retreating. I think he will move upwards and will be stopped by our fighter, hopefully. Otherwise, we will have to take the hit. We'll see. Other than that, we have an option to force a surrender here. So let's see. It's risky to go into the hill, but it kind of has to be done. That should be enough. First cavalry unit down. And then the question is, I think best thing will be to try and do as much damage as possible to the cavalry unit. But maybe our anti-tank cannon can do something here. Mass attack bonus. We have to demolish this cavalry unit a little bit. Yeah, see, it's retreating, so that's not ideal. But I don't have a choice here. I will already rail transport forward and hopefully block Konin in the next turn. So, some options. I want to prevent them from reinforcing, so I think it's actually worth it to bring forward the artillery like this. Yeah, it's a risk, but eventually they will run out of ammo anyways, and then we can reinforce and take in more ammo at the same time. Hopefully we won't lose them, but I hope it's going to work out. Perfect. Fighter trap worked. That's not too bad. Yeah. Paid off. The most difficult thing is to prevent them from reinforcing. So, let's see. Now our Air Force is free to do stuff here. And unfortunately our infantry unit is a little bit behind because I messed up taking the city. But we still can do some work here and hopefully get rid of this anti-tank cannon soon. Then we'll use one of our fighter bombers as kind of a bait. Maybe this anti-aircraft cannon will move onto the river. That would be very helpful. Then we want scouting information. There's an artillery piece right behind. We'll block the city. And ideally we will stay out of range of this tankette. But it will hit us anyway, so I try to position in a way that I can't get pushed away. So if the artillery hits me, suppresses me, and the tankette moves on, it will push me still adjacent to the city. So that's the important part here. Next, we have to clear a way for our units. Rudel is out of action at the moment. That's too bad. Not sure which unit I want to hit actually. But I think it's the cavalry unit simply because it has more health. And hopefully I can destroy it using my artillery. Perfect, that's one unit out of the way. And this is empty as well, so we can't afford to do too much scouting. And that should get rid of another tankette. And now the question is, if we want to go full risk, and position our infantry next to the city, it would do the job for sure, I think. But I'm not sure if it's a wise choice. I think they could have already reinforced here, so that's a little bit tricky. So I think we won't risk it. Prepare the artillery for rail transportation. And set up out of range of the city. So let's see. Nothing we can really hit. We can scout a little bit. It's a cloudy day, so we won't see too much. Yeah, that's it. Let's end the turn. And this Panzer II will take a beating. See, the point is, he will stay adjacent to the city no matter what's going to happen. So, well, here we go, and they reinforced, so we should have risked it, but I don't think we should use our map knowledge too much here. A little bit is okay, but you have to use your map knowledge, but we'll see. So we have enough time, so let's build up strength a little bit. Try to hurt the tankette as much as possible. Try to get rid of this anti-tank cannon, and then we will work on digging them out and diminishing their strength level. So yeah, I think working on the artillery for now is more important. And with a little bit of luck, we can push him into the forest. Doesn't look like it, but we definitely have to prevent this anti-tank cannon from reinforcing. We'll set up in the background. Move forward at high speed. He will have to help dealing with the tankette. We want more artillery. And the Gebirgsjäger is too slow, so we have to rail transport him as well. Other than that, well, we could work on the artillery gun, but I think we'll just hold position here for now, because if I move here, the tankette could push me away from the city. It won't be doing it this way, because the AI will attack in this direction and we still block the city. That's safe. I like it. Don't want to attack here, because now it's blocked and it should stay this way. See? That's the reasoning behind that. And now it's looking good. So I'm pretty confident we can actually do it. Let's use our level bomber, our fighter bomber, because I don't care if he gets damaged. We continue. Ah, that was stupid. I hope I don't get attacked here. We still have time. I will reinforce a little bit, just to make sure nothing bad happens. Nothing is in range, so that was poor planning on my side. Let's see. I will hopefully get them down soon enough. Emergency repairs. Unfortunately I can't move here. So let's bring another unit to the front. Make sure we block the city for good. And don't attack here. And make sure to bring another unit adjacent to it. Don't want to attack it, because then it will go back to full strength. And that's very bad. So yeah, let's move into range, and I must not forget to take out the city, because otherwise we'll have a bad surprise later. Perfect, nothing happened. He is kind of trying to reinforce. We won't allow that. Keep him down. And now we actually have a chance to do something here. I think a hit on Rudel. Let's wait. Let's see if we can do something first. I want to block this tankette from doing anything. And I want to get rid of this pesky artillery piece. But I think we have a chance to finish off this anti-aircraft cannon now, so let's do it. That's done, and now we have an airfield in range, and Poznan is firmly under siege, so no problems to be expected. We'll move back a little bit to kind of protect the artillery. Then let's see if we can't finish off this anti-tank cannon. That's putting up a fight, but it's done. Perfect. Now I want to reposition a little bit, take out the city and make sure my artillery already is in range to tackle both of the targets. And we can't block the artillery gun from reinforcing, but we'll have to deal with it the hard way. Yeah, that's a calculated risk. We have to deal with the tankette anyways, and if it's attacking instead of reinforcing, that's fine. So, still 6 turns to go, and I think we have the scenario firmly under control. Let's see. Whew. Not forgotten to take the city, that's good, and now we will start to dig them out. Tankette gone. This should turn the tide for sure. I'm attacking here deliberately, because I think that will be enough to take it out. Perfect. Now I will withdraw a little bit just to be on the safe side. Take the airfield next turn. And then there will be a ton of strafing runs. Concentrating on 2 cities for now. Hi Goose! Grab the supplies because we can't take out the city just now. But Kalish is about to fall, no doubt about that. It's firmly surrounded. Konin, it will be the last target we take because we first want to take out Kalish. So let's double check. Everything is all right. And once they're Yeah, great you made it, Goose. And I'm doing your challenge, and actually you are one of the persons that inspired me to do it. Because I read your post that it's impossible to do a decisive victory here. And yeah, if I hear the word impossible, I'm starting to do crazy stuff. So let's see. He is almost ticked out. I think next turn we will be ready to do it. Let's take the airfield to have a convenient base of operations. Grab the ammo. Yeah, Manstein is great. But I really like it because it forces you to think creatively and do your best. So now we have to make sure he doesn't reinforce. And that's done. And now we are ready to shift our attention towards Konin. Don't want to go near there. They might decide to attack out of it, and I don't want to lose my puck. So that's it. Let's end the turn. Turn 11, and we'll continue the annoyance. Force them onto the bridge where we can hopefully take them out. And our Gebirgsjägers actually survived almost without taking damage. So now we are almost ready, so we can shift our attention to maybe get another airfield. We have more than enough units. Take them out at Konin. This is a mountain unit as well, so they're quite strong, but not strong enough. They can't reinforce anymore. Those tanks are pretty much out of action. And we'll start to work on our next target. We don't need to take those, by the way, so they are secondary targets. So it's not marked. I had a discussion with Lieutenant Joker yesterday. It's a little bit, yeah, you can't see if they're primary or secondary targets on the map, so they look exactly the same. But the airfields are all secondary targets, and you have to only take 3 of them. So don't let yourself get distracted and go for all the airfields that are somewhat off. We already have enough of them. That's just for good measure to take another one. So that's it. Let's end the turn. And I'm actually doing better here than on the Rumble difficulty. So let's keep getting experience. I don't want experience on my Rudel fighter bomber. That's pretty useless. I think we should have enough firepower to drive him out this turn. more experience on the anti-tank cannon. And we'll block him from reinforcements. And he will try to move in and attack our anti-tank cannon most likely. So he will be in for a very bad day. Let's see. We could also offer one of the tanks for attack. Let's do it that way. Then we'll set up another piece of artillery. One of our scouts. And hopefully get another airfield. So everything moved, nothing left to do. And nothing is going to happen, I hope. No, they are not even moving, so they are definitely set to hold position. These are only garrison units, so... that should be it. We have one more turn. I don't think I will be able to dig them out in time. But we might as well try. Nothing is in range. Yeah, let's go back to the airbase and not take the city because this will trigger the decisive victory. I don't think we have a time limit here. No, we have a full 14 turns, so let's take them. And yeah, that's not going. That's going to be enough, I hope. Retreat, yeah. Even getting hit behind artillery cover. And yeah, that's another airfield. Let's not forget to take the last city. Let's land our planes. And that's it. So, decisive victory on Manstein difficulty. Hope you learned something. I certainly did learn a lot. The main gain of doing this was that I must avoid at all costs to push back units on Manstein. So don't push them away. If you can't destroy them, keep them close to yourself. That's the main point. So, see you on the next one. And yeah, watch tomorrow. Lieutenant Joker and I are going to do our first cooperation stream where we are going to talk a lot about the Grand Campaign, about historical background, and some special strategic insights we're going to share. And we're planning to do this, yeah, I think every 3 or 4 missions. So make sure you don't miss that. It will be at 8 o'clock. Yeah, the time zone is the third, I think. I don't know which one it actually is. GMT plus... I hope Lieutenant Joker will post it anyways. It's 8 o'clock in Vienna, Berlin, this area. 8 o'clock in the evening, so 2000. So that's it. See you on the next one. And by the way, I'm impressed if you made it through a goose, that is. I'm impressed if you made it through Russia. We will see. We will see what I can make happen. So, see ya. Bye. By the way, if you have more questions right now, feel free to ask them. The other option is come to our stream tomorrow. Yeah, I think I will close the video. Yeah, GMT +1 or 2. I'm always confused with summertime. But YouTube will do the translation, or you can Google it. So, thanks for watching. See ya. Bye.